The question tells us that the average of x, y, and 20 is 11. So using this rule, we know that the sum of those three values must be 3 times 11, or 33. If we subtract 20 from both sides of this equation, we get x plus y equals 13. We'll use this information later. Now the question asks us to find the average of three new values. To do this, we'll find the sum of those three values and then divide by 3. Let's begin by simplifying the numerator here. And now the big step is to recognize that we can factor a 2 out of the first two terms of our numerator. When we do this, we get 2 times x plus y. Now earlier we determined that x plus y is equal to 13, so we'll replace x plus y with 13. And now we can simplify the numerator, and now we can evaluate this to be 11. So our answer is A. To find the average of the three angles in a triangle, we need to find the sum of the three angles and then divide by 3. The important thing to recognize here is that the sum of the angles in any triangle will always be 180 degrees. As such, column A must equal column B, which means our answer is C. To find the average of all 10 test scores, we must find the sum of all 10 test scores and divide this by 10. We're told that the average of our scores is 62. To find the sum of all 10 scores, we need to add 140 plus 2 55s plus 3 70s plus 4 x's. And we'll divide this by 10. Now we can solve this for x. Let's multiply both sides by 10. And now we'll simplify the right-hand side. Here we can subtract 360 from both sides. And now we'll divide both sides by 4 to get x equals 65. So our answer is B. Okay, to solve this question, we're going to find conflicting sets of values. So one possible set of values is as follows, and here we see that the median is 5. So in this case, column A will be equal to column B. Another possible set of values is as follows, and here we see the median is 4, in which case column B is greater than column A. So as you can see here, the answer must be D.
We have two sets of 3 consecutive positive integers, and none of the integers included in one set are included in the other set. So let's say one set of integers is x, x plus 1 and x plus 2. And the other set is y, y plus 1 and y plus 2. Let's also say that x is less than y, meaning the numbers in the first set are less than the numbers in the second set. So if the two sets are combined to form a set of 6 ordered positive integers, this is the order we are going to have: x, x plus 1, x plus 2, y, y plus 1 and y plus 2. X being the smallest and y plus 2 being the largest. There are 6 numbers, so the median, of course, is the mean or the average of the two middle numbers. So the median is given as x plus 2 plus y divided with 2, and this is given to be an integer if the median of the combined set is an integer. So this being an integer, then x plus 2 plus y is equal to 2 times an integer, which is an even number. 2 times any integer is an even number. It's a multiple of 2. Or in other words, x plus y is equal to an even number minus 2, which is also an even number. Now the sum of two integers can be even either if both of them are odd or if both of them are even. Feel free to verify this with some example numbers. And the range of the integers in the new set is the highest minus the lowest, which is y plus 2 minus x. So we have the range as y plus 2 minus x, which can be rewritten as y minus x plus 2. So that's 2 more than y minus x. Well, if both x and y are odd, then y minus x is going to be an even number. Again, feel free to check this out by picking 2 odd numbers of your choice. And if both y and x are even, then y minus x is again going to be an even number. So either way, the range is 2 more than an even number, and 2 more than an even number is even. So the range, the moral of the story is that the range has to be an even number. Now if we look at the answer choices, we have a 12, we have a 14, and we have a 16. These are the possible values for the range of the new set of numbers, because these are the 3 even numbers from this list.
So on Monday, 41 students took the test, and there was a symmetrical distribution. Both the mean and the median equaled 81. And then 2 additional students took the test on Tuesday. One had a grade of 83, and the other had a grade of 47. So notice a few things. First of all, since there's an odd number in the original, it means that the median actually equaled one of the numbers. If we made a list, it would be the 21st number on the list, and that was a score of 81. And with these additional grades, we have one above the mean, one below the mean. One above the median, one below the median, so that means the median stays the same. If we add one above the median and one below the median is still the median. So the median clearly is 81. And so we certainly can eliminate C and D. Now what's going on with the mean? Certainly we could calculate the mean, but it would actually be a mistake to do a long new calculation. Notice the following. We have the score of 81, mean and mean in the old distribution. We toss in a new score of 83, only 2 above, and we toss in a score of 47. That is an outlier score. Outliers pull the mean away from the median, so the mean gets pulled down, and so that means that the mean is lower. We know that the mean is lower than 81. We know the median equals 81, and so the answer is B.
Okay, this question is all about units of standard deviation. Now the question tells us that the standard deviation of the population is 1.2 pounds. This means 1 unit of standard deviation is equal to 1.2 pounds. From here we can conclude that 0.5 units of standard deviation is equal to 0.6 pounds, which means 1.5 units of standard deviation is equal to 1.8 pounds. Okay, now we're told that the mean of this population is 6.3 pounds. So if we take this mean of 6.3 pounds and add 1.8 pounds, we get 8.1 pounds, which would be 1.5 units of standard deviation above the mean. Similarly, if we subtract 1.8 pounds from 6.3 pounds, we get 4.5 pounds, and this weight is 1.5 units of standard deviation below the mean. Now the question asks us to identify all of the weights that are within 1.5 units of standard deviation of the mean. In other words, we're looking for all weights from 4.5 pounds all of the way to 8.1 pounds. When we check our answer choices, we see that these weights are within that range. So this is our answer. Okay, our goal is to find the range of set X. Now this tells us that C is the greatest value and A is the least value. So our range will equal C minus A. So this is our goal, to find the value of C minus A. Now the question tells us that the mean of A and B is equal to 3x minus 13. When we apply the following rule, we see that the sum of these two numbers must equal 2 times 3x minus 13. Similarly, since the mean of B and C is equal to 3x plus 11, the sum of these two numbers must equal 2 times 3x plus 11. At this point, let's take the top equation and expand the right-hand side, and take the bottom equation and expand its right-hand side. From here, notice what happens if we subtract the bottom equation from the top equation. On the left-hand side, the b's cancel out, leaving us with C minus A. And on the right-hand side, first the 6x's cancel out, and then when we subtract negative 26 from 22, we get 48. So C minus A equals 48. So our range must equal 48. So we'll now go up here and enter 48. Okay, beginning with column A, if we want to find the average of x and y, we need to find the value of x plus y over 2. Now the question tells us that the average of 3 numbers is 9, so we know that the sum of those 3 numbers divided by 3 will equal 9. From here we can multiply both sides of this equation by 3 to get the following. And now we'll subtract 15 from both sides. So x plus y equals 12. We can now take our x plus y in column A and replace it with 12. When we simplify 12 over 2, we get 6, and this is equal to column B, so our answer is C.